was hosting the call right then when I came on. It'd be nice to be able to talk with you. What's your name, sir?
I'm Willie Seward. My close friends call me Soup. I was waiting for you to call me Soup.
Did I call you Soup?
Yeah.
I like your chunky. Chunky Soup.
All right.
Cold, snowy New York weather right now. Well, Soup, if you don't mind, I would just kind of tell you how the program was inspired, and what I wanted to do was make something. I've had this in my heart and my soul for about 5 years, and finally we had the technology to really get this going. And prayed about it a lot, and the timing was right. And so, just in October here, we started to pre-launch this, and we're going into a full launch here in January, which is pretty rapid. But thousands and thousands of people joining and signing up, and tomorrow we're making even though we're in pre-launch, we're making our first commission payout because we wanted people to be able to get paid for in time for Christmas. And I'm just going to go to my inbox here. For those of you who are looking at this, I'll just hit send and receive. But these are people who are coming in to the website and filling out the form like I'm going to show you. And you'll see they're like, every couple of minutes, somebody's coming in. There's 8:59, 8:55, and it goes on down. And this is all 8 o'clock here, and now we're at 7 and 6. And this is throughout the day. And so this is what's been happening, and people sharing this why? Because they get yeses, and it feels good to get a yes, doesn't it, Soup?
Yeah.
It builds your confidence. And then over here, these are people who are actually paying, and they're paying either $1 or $10 or whatever level that they're getting involved with. But these are today. I know it's kind of small, but this is in the 8 o'clock hour here, and it's just going on down. And these are some of the people who came in last month that are renewing their dollar or paying less than $1 this month because they have some commission. But this is all just Wednesday right here. We're looking at this. It's pretty impressive. I have never seen anything or really been a part of something. We're still on Wednesday here, and it just keeps going and going and going. And I share that with you because this is the pre-launch, and this is, we're still on Wednesday. So you see this is really taking off, but I'm going to get off of that. But I just want to let everybody understand the power of what we've done. For me, I learned something a long time ago. It's called serve the masses, dine with the classes. Serve the masses, dine with the classes. And I really like that because, if you can find something that a lot of people can say yes to, and you can make a tiny little profit on each one, then you have something very, very nice. And what I've seen in the industry of home-based businesses, and they call multi-level marketing companies and network marketing companies, is that there's a ton of great products, there's a ton of great services, there's a ton of great companies, there's companies that are multi-million-dollar companies, billion-dollar companies, established companies, startups that could be good. There's all these different things. But one thing that we find in common in a typical type of scenario is somebody may join a company. Let's say it's a nutrition company, and they've got a great product, a great compensation plan, it's life-changing. But what happens is the typical thing is somebody will come in, they might spend $300, $400, $500. They get excited, they get started, they talk to a few people, they get a few no's, and they don't have the emphasis to carry on because they feel defeated. And maybe they just need to talk to one or two more people to get a couple of yeses, but then those people have to do the same thing. So it's human nature for people to actually make themselves fail because they don't understand that the only way to succeed is through having failures. That's exactly how you succeed. And they haven't trained their mind to understand that a no is just a step to a yes. And so what I wanted to do is build something that could serve the entire industry. We say this is a perfect feeder program for the entire industry. My $1 business is an easy yes. It's a system that helps people succeed. Nearly everyone has $1, and the system can take you automatically from $1 up to hundreds or thousands of potential monthly income, and provides valuable benefits without any extra work. The system goes through the phases automatically. The only way you progress is when you're already successful. So this is another thing that we did to make this really stand out, and really I guess as DJ said, it's something unique, is because we don't allow people to progress and get into the higher phases of our system. We don't allow them to spend more money. We don't allow them to buy more stuff unless they're already proven that they're being successful. What we don't want is to see somebody come in at a top level and fail and be dejected. What we want them to do is to be able to build a network. Because all of you know, as your leaders in life and maybe in this industry, but you have your leadership callings, all of you know that when you get these little successes and you start to build a network, you can build a network very, very fast with this program. And that network is where the money is. The network can follow you into the program that you're passionate about, the one that your heart desires and that you truly love. So when you talk to somebody and you're in this nutritional program, hey, come on in, Sue, it's only $350. We're going to do this. It's going to help you lose weight. You're going to feel better. We're going to help other people. It's going to be great. And she says, well, I'd love to do it. It's just too much money. Okay, Sue, well, no problem. Listen, I've got a program, the starter program, that we can get you started with, get you a little bit of success, help you make a little bit of money, and then if I could help you to start being successful first, would you want to go ahead and get involved with us? Well, of course I would. Great. Do you have $1? And that is an easy yes, and you don't lose that person, but instead you build a network and you continue to help those people immediately the same day expand the network, and those people immediately the same day expand the network and expand the network. So, Sue, if you're marketing something, how would you like, even if it didn't make you rich, but how would you like to have a yes, and then they got a yes, and then they got a yes, and they got a yes in one day?
Yes, they're always good.
It makes you smile, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this is what it is, and I'm going to put this on the screen, the worst case and the best case. But I'm not going to read this, but Sue, I'm going to talk with you as how this program touches my heart. Sue, listen, let's say that you and I have known each other, and I said, we sat down for coffee, or we were talking on the phone. I said, hey, man, I found something amazing. I want you to do it with me. It's called My1DollarBusiness.com. My1DollarBusiness.com. Can you believe that? It's really cool. Well, listen, Sue, I want you to join my team because we're helping people save money and make money, and I think we can do a great job together. Would you like to know what your worst case scenario is if you join my team, Sue?
Yeah.
Okay. Your worst case scenario, like if you don't do anything, your worst case scenario is you're going to join for $1, and you're going to get about $700 in printable grocery coupons a month that you can go on and save, $10, $20 a month on your groceries or more. You're going to get some really cool apps, like one app, when you go shopping, you take a picture of your receipt, and they pay you cash. Really cool. My wife does about $20 a month that she gets paid just for taking pictures of her receipt. You're going to have some other apps that help you save money on different things and shopping and comparisons and find you the best prices. So your worst case scenario is if you join me for $1, you will spend $1 a month. You'll get access to hundreds of dollars a year in savings, and you also have your own home-based business, even though it costs you $1, which means you get some tax write-offs, which could also mean hundreds of dollars a year in tax savings. So, Sue, do you think you can live with that worst-case scenario?
The worst case sounds better than a lot of the things I've seen.
That's why so many people are joining us. It's awesome. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think can you think of other people that would also probably be okay with that worst-case scenario?
I believe so.
Okay. And would you like to know what your best-case scenario is?
Yes, I definitely want to hear that.
Okay. Because this is what I'm going for. I don't go for the worst. I go for the best. The best-case scenario is if you think that you and I to work on this together, and by Saturday night, either, this coming up Saturday, or if it was already Saturday, I'd say by next Saturday, by Saturday night, you and I could refer 2 people to come in here and get started with us for $1. If you think we can do that, and they want to get those hundreds in savings, then you can start to move up through the phases. And the phases in this system help you move up into getting more benefits, earning more commissions, and along the way you get all kinds of incredible things like hotel programs that will save you 30, 40, 50% over Booking.com or Expedia. You got amazing vacation programs. You can even get a free vacation. You can make enough money with this program if you move through the phases to pay for your phone bill, pay your car payment, pay your utilities, and even your mortgage. And your best case scenario is you could end up making hundreds or even thousands of dollars a month. And it all starts with us getting started for $1 and just helping 2 people do the same. You think we could do it?
Yes.
All right, brother, here's my website. Let's get you signed up. And that's pretty much the flow and the philosophy of what this site does. Okay? I do want to share a couple of things with y'all. I'm going to share with you on our website, I'm going to share with you the luxury vacation that we have made a deal with, because it's important to get people understanding the power of this. But if you're looking on the web, I want you to look at this. We have a contract with My1DollarBusiness, and it should open up. Oh, here it is. This is a $1,899 luxury vacation. I know with the Join Me, the video is not going to play very smooth there. There's a video there, and this is 5 stars. Now, you can watch the video. These are all over Mexico. There's about 12 different ones. They're incredible. These are the actual pictures of the resort, by the way. This is where I want to take my sweetheart right there. And I don't know if you can see it, Sue, but it's fantastic.
I think it's just slow catching up with you.
Yeah.
There it is.
You'll start to see them as I scroll through. Join Me is always a little bit slow, but it's better than nothing. At least you can get an image. These are the only way that people get to go to these resorts is they either bought a timeshare for 30, 50 grand, or they're spending a couple of $1,000 a week, or for the best rooms in these resorts, they're 14 grand a night. These are the actual places. And so I want to share this with y'all. If you sign 10 people up in our program, and you make it through the 4 phases, and you help them make it through the 4 phases, which could happen within a couple of months, then not only could you be making a really nice income, but you get this vacation for free, and we're going to pay for it for you.
Nice.
It's really fantastic. You can see the ladies here put your clothes away for you, put their hand over their heart. It's just really, you've got to check this out. And you can also go directly to vidanta.com, VIDANTA, to see that vacation. But this is an example of the high class and high quality that we are bringing to our members. By the way, for those of you who introduce 100, not only do you get the free vacation, but you also get airfare for 2 and an extra $1,000 in cash for spending money to have some fun. And we have several people, by the way, who've already referred over 100 active paid members in their first 30 days here. And I think we're going to have literally hundreds of people who actually do the same thing. We also have the business card, which will build the business for you. I'll show you that as well. Right here under order business cards. Yeah.
Excuse me, it's BJ. Would you give that URL, that website address again, so that those that want to go directly?
Yeah, let me tell you how to get there. When you go to the main site and you enter the ID, you just scroll down. All these things are linked right from there. So it's join.my1dollarbusiness.com, and then if it's Beyond Christmas that's your sponsor, for example, you would put in here, Beyond Christmas. Hard to type one thing. Beyond Christmas, and you hit continue. Always love seeing that glow. Reminds me of that we can spread love and cheer around the world. Beyond Christmas, and then when they go to the bottom on this page here, BJ, all these things, these important links are here. They're also in your members area as well. So that's how you can get to them. We have home-based business leads. You can get 10 telephone interviewed leads for $9.99. You can get bigger quantities. These are people who are looking for a business, a way to make money, and they say yes. Some of them say yes. And then here's where you order the business cards. The reason I want to show you the business card is the business card actually does the whole business for you. Because if you read the card, it says, check out the card. It says, the best tip you'll ever get, My1DollarBusiness.com. Save money, help people get paid, plus you can earn a free luxury 5-star 7-night vacation. Join for $1 at My1DollarBusiness.com, and then you put your referral ID. Then it says, what's it all about? Okay, and then it says, My1 Business is the first completely automated business most everyone can afford. Would y'all agree with that? I'd say so. If you can hand out these cards or send a text or email, you can most likely be successful. We've made it simple to succeed in saving money, potentially earning hundreds or thousands a year. You can even get a free luxury 5-star vacation. It's only $1 to start. Join for $1 at My1DollarBusiness.com. Use referral ID this. Now, if you give that to somebody, they look at it and they look at the front of it. They say, "What's this all about?" They say, "Turn it over." They read that and they go, "Is this for real?" And you go, "Yes. Let me help you sign up." So you get 1,000 business cards for $50, full color, double-sided, glossy, beautiful cards, and there's your whole business expense. Very simple.
It's a great tool. See, that's a great tool to leave as a tip to the waitress at the local restaurant or anywhere that you say.
Yeah, what we actually tell people to do is leave that with your. That's why we said the best tip you'll ever get. And then also, just people on the street. If you meet somebody that you're that you know or you're impressed with, especially someone that you're just impressed with, I'm going to have to switch my phone. You can actually put $1 with that card and hand them $1, which is, VJ, it's all about what you guys at Beyond Christmas do. You give, you give, you give, right? And you invoke the law of reciprocation when you do that. You invoke God's blessings when you do that. And you say, listen, my sweet brother, my sweet sister, I have something exciting for you. And you hand them this card with a paperclip and $1. And it says the best tip you'll ever get. It could be, if you did $1, you actually just paid for their first month, didn't you?
That's right.
So that's pretty cool. Coach John Olive, who's another great Christian brother, came up with that idea. I said, man, I love that. We're going to make the cards say that. I do want to go back now to the main page, and I want to show you guys a little bit about this before we wrap up, and then I'll take some questions, of course. Okay, when you get down here on this page, it does tell you about how the system works, perfect feeder program, valuable benefits. We are putting travel, roadside assistance, family legal plan, programs that pay you for scanning your receipts, programs that help you find the best deals when shopping, personal development. You can get a luxury 5-star vacation, all these things. And so the web page was written really with inspiration and love. And when people go through this site, a lot of them just go ahead and join with you. And then what you're going to see is, here's how the phases work, okay? Everybody starts in this first member right here, and then they're not in phase 1 yet. They can get started here for $1. And so if they refer somebody, you make 25% on your personal referrals, and you make 5% through another 9 levels for a total of 10 levels. Okay, it's a 2x10 force structure. So when you get people that are sponsoring 4, 10, 50, 100, they're actually helping other people to be successful. This is the first income stream, by the way, these phases. I'll tell you the second one in a minute. But anyway, what you can do is you can also now, when you join, you can start at phase 1, which is $10. And what that does is it gives you our amazing hotel program. I won't have time to go over it tonight, but it's the best in the world. You can literally find 10, 20, 30 hotels in every major city in the world, $1 billion worth of inventory, 400,000 hotels that you can save anywhere from 10 to 70% over what the public pays. They buy group rates in all of these hotels. Like I said, it's $1 billion of inventory a month. That program we normally sell, we've been selling for years, for $30 a month. It's included with your $10 per month program in this benefit. So in your phase 1. So you'll see that in your phase 1, this is how you really can do this quickly. I'd like to see all of you make at least $1,000 a month, like right away. So if you introduce 2 people, you're making, from this $10, you make $2.50 and another $2.50, so you made $5. And you just help them go do their 2 the same day because it's so easy to do, so inexpensive and so much value. And so if that just goes, you could do that in 10 days. You could go 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So that goes all the way down through phase 1, and you're at $1,000 a month. So just do that really fast, right? Just build, everybody gets 2. And what we suggest for leaders is we have all of our leaders train everybody to do 4. Because 4, since you make 25%, that means if you do 4, you made 100%, and then everything else is profit, okay? Now, what happens is that's the $10 level, and then the phase 2 includes our condo program that we normally sell. It's like owning a timeshare. We normally sell it for $600 a year or $50 a month. And that's in the phase 2, which is our $20 phase, and then you have the phase 3 and the phase 4, which is the $50 and the $100. But the way it works, folks, is you've got to have at least 10 active paying members in your phase 1 before you can even go to phase 2. You've got to have 20 active paying members in your phase 2 before you can go to phase 3. You've got to have 50 active paying members in your phase 3 before you can go to phase 4. So even though we have a phase 4 that has a $100 program, nobody can ever pay $100 for it because you've got to be having success. Your team is growing quickly, and you're making money as people come in. They're on the member phase, the phase 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. And as they follow you into the phase 4, that's when you can get your free vacation and where you really start making some money. So that's kind of how that works. You'll get all the details on the page, and then there's also down here, I want you to see one link, which is important. It's called the Required Rep Training and Agreement. That will really walk you through how it works and help you understand it. You know, when you compare this with another business that costs somebody $100 out of pocket, $200, $300 out of pocket to get started, they get dejected, they don't build their team, they don't build success, and you start over. This is just an easier way to have more success, have more fun, and as you can see from the people coming in, it really, really works. Once you get signed up, you'll fill this form out down here, and then you'll go ahead and join. And I suggest everybody come in on the phase 1 because I want you to get to that $1,000 quickly. You can do the $1. You know, if somebody can't afford $10, why do we even have $1? Well, we want everybody, no matter who they are, as long as they have a card that works, to be able to get involved, get some success, and you can't even get up. If you join for the $1, you can't even get to the $10 unless you successfully sign up 2 paid members at either of the levels, okay? So they have to prove that they're going to be successful. I was thinking about people, you know, the Filipino people are very sweet people. I know so many Filipinos, and they're the sweetest people in the world. Actually, I employ some who work with us, and just love them, and I do their martial arts and everything. But, you know, for them, $1 is like $10. $10 is like $100. We don't want anybody in this world who wants to help themselves, who wants to learn the personal development, who wants to be successful. We don't want anybody to be left out. That's why it's important for us to have the $1 program. But go through those things, and then you get signed up. And then once you get signed up, you go in your members area, And here's your dashboard over here where you can see your compensation, your team, your organization. I'll kind of just show you how it looks as it builds out. This is a corporate one, just a demo. But you can click in here and you can see that one already has 437 people in the team. I think Join Me's going slow. But you can use all this stuff here to find out what your genealogy looks like, what your commissions look like, compensation over here. So it's a real simple to use dashboard. And in the middle here, we put all the updates. It talks about, here's the updates. Tomorrow's our first pre-launch commission run. And then you'll see different updates and training tips and things like this. You have your personal website, your login information. Then you can easily start accessing, like you can sign up, somebody can join for $1. They can click here and they can start printing out. We've got generally around over $700 in coupons at any given time. 777 right now. So save $2, save $1. So you see, somebody can come in for $10, go in here and use this one time, and they just save more than they spent. 5 pages of that. Then they have the Cash for Receipts program has paid out over $100 million. This is one of them, and we're going to actually put 5 Cash for Receipts programs in here. You can also get a free USA prescription savings card with the way the healthcare system is, of course. Big topic on everybody's name or in their mind. And this will save you anywhere from 15 up to 90%. Sometimes if you're checking how much is your prescription going to be, well, you try this instead of your insurance, it may do better for you. And then here you can go over here to see as you get your benefits, like your phase 1 benefits. This is the hotel program, world's greatest hotel program. So we made everything right there. As you can see here, Ritz-Carlton, 60% off. Pretty incredible. That's 60% off the Booking.com price, by the way. And there's just more links. And, here's the Meet the Founder benefits, Facebook, YouTube videos. All this stuff is here. So it's all right here for you. You can see the free vacation right here. We're giving away a Tiger Stream media player, which is an incredible media player, tomorrow, just to somebody who had sent in different testimonials and so forth. So that's pretty much it. It's a very simple program. It's meant to work in conjunction with whatever you are already doing and what you're already excited about. And it's a way for you to have some success, have some fun, be a blessing to others, do a little bit of work, and get a lot of mileage out of it. So, Sue, don't know how you're feeling, but I'm feeling pretty good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling super. This is phenomenal. It really is. I was talking to BJ earlier.
Yeah, what do you like about it, Sue?
Well, I was talking to BJ earlier, and you look at the potential of what it could do to help a lot of people. And then I looked at the site, and I'm like, you get this kind of site for $1. This is top notch. And I really appreciate what you've done for us.
Well, thank you. The second income stream is going to come in after we launch. Would you like to know what that one is?
I sure do.
So the second income stream is actually when people do come in, whether they come in for $10, like the leaders, or $1, they're going to have their own store. And I want everybody to understand this. There's so many cool, cutting-edge products, things that help people, either health or beauty, technology, leads for their businesses, marketing systems, all these different types of things that we've been working, the past 10 years making contracts with, because I have a company that's 10 years old with an A+ with the BBB and has paid out millions of dollars. So, this is not my beginning. This is just a incredible adventure we're branching off into to help people around the world. But you're going to have a store, and so somebody would be able to join for $1, have amazing products and services they could refer customers to those customers do not have to come in to this business plan at all. They can just be the customer and then imagine that you're going to get paid. So if you build a team, you've got 2 on your front level, 4 on your next, 8 on your next, 16 on your next, 32 on your next, 64 on your next. All those people can have an unlimited number of customers that you can actually earn commissions on all their purchases every month. That's what you're getting for the buck.
That's phenomenal.
Well, that's pretty impressive. And if you would be so kind, touch very quickly on the program, the fundraiser that you have for nonprofits, and share with the family what you're doing with the schools and solar.
Well, yeah. One of my passions is the schools, because I believe education is the crux of our society. I can't stand it when they want to take money away from education. I think we need to be pouring more money into education, high-quality teachers, rewarding them well, incentivizing them. So I'm very passionate about that. Without getting too political, I got involved here with the largest provider of solar to mom and pops, and then now we've expanded this into entire smart school systems and smart school and smart city, what we call smart city projects. And so I'm going to give you an example. Right now, they were talking about laying off about 70 teachers in Richmond, Virginia, in their school system. Their buildings are 50 years old. They have a need. One of my great reps in our company, wonderful gentleman, William Hewlett, he was listening on the radio, so he sends an email off to the school board. He didn't have an in with them. And he says, I believe we can do something to help you raise some funds, and it has to do with saving on your electric. And they got back to him. Well, now, it's 5 meetings into it, so a couple of webinars, and one of the guys flew out from California. But now we're going to be doing 56 of their 70 schools. And the key is, if you draw a triangle, we have what I call the perfect trifecta. We don't just have solar. We don't just have funding. We have something called smart software, or Power Match is really what it's called. The Power Match software. And to give you an understanding, it will actually go in and help different systems communicate with each other. They used it in Barcelona, Spain, to make Spain the #1 smart city in 2015. They're doing a project that's a 100-megawatt project out in San Leandro, California. There's another project that we're working on in the Virgin Islands to do St. Thomas, if we can make St. Thomas a smart island. And here in Richmond, Virginia, we've got a guy named William up in D.C. who brought this smart software to the U.S. And so we partnered up with him. And so what we have is this triangle. We have, not only do we have the solar that we can basically set the price on, but we also have the funding up to $1 billion, and we can always get more of funding so that the school systems or the cities or the municipalities pay zero out of pocket. And the third part is the Power Match software. So that makes the triangle. To give you a concrete example, if we just do solar for Richmond, for these 56 schools, we'll save them $450,000 a year. Okay, pretty close approximation, $450,000 a year. But with the Power Match, that $450,000 goes to $1.1 million a year, and that's enough to save those jobs and to keep, put some money back in the infrastructure for those schools. And so, for me, it's what a win-win because, there is a nice commission, of course, up front when these types of deals close. And then and the other side is because the Power Match is actually a monthly residual ongoing commission. So, BJ, if y'all are able to do something on a municipality level, we've got the people who will fly in, they'll do the presentations, they'll close the deal. This is not some type of a solar city type thing with a stock play. This is private tax equity investors who realize that if they put their money into this, it's going to make them a ton of money, give them tons of tax write-offs. The schools pay nothing out of pocket. They start saving immediately, and and we all make a nice profit in the realm as it happens. So it's not an overnight deal. It could take months to get done, but it is something to me that's extremely worthwhile. And as it does happen, it can mean blessings for a lot of people and a lot of jobs and a lot of PR for the city and just a lot of great things. So BJ, I hope that's what you're looking for.
Yes, and then before we open it up for question and answers, talk a little bit about your fundraising setup for the nonprofits, especially the churches.
Well, a church can go into My1DollarBusiness, and anybody with EIN or a tax ID or whatever the ID is called, a 501c3 or a social security number, they can sign up. The pastor can sign up, and then the pastor can sign up the church. The church can then sign up the deacons. The deacons can then sign up the leaders of the congregation, and then they can spread that out through the youth group, and then they can take that to with the business cards. They can take that through the communities. You can also get businesses signed up in your community so that every time somebody orders a burrito, they put one of these business cards on the bag, right? Anytime somebody goes to a hair salon, they hand them a card. You can sign up businesses, and the churches can have outreach to the entire community. So everybody can participate in the program, knowing that while they're helping people save money, the church is going to make money too. And that's a beautiful thing.
Indeed it is.